Well, hello, Microsoft 365 Nation fans, members, and followers. Harry Brailsford here coming to you from the Seattle area. But we're actually kind of on the road today with Josh, who we'll introduce in just a moment, just outside LA in the base of the San Gabriel Mountains. And Josh is a longtime community member. And the purpose of this conversation is to welcome Josh as a contributor to M365 Nation. So, Josh, properly introduce yourself, your background, welcome aboard, and then let's talk security.
Great, thanks, Harry. So my name is Josh Freifield. My company name is AXONTECH, and I have a focus in security and cloud computing through Azure.
Yep. And you've been an entrepreneur, you've been an employee, you've worked in SMB, you've worked in the enterprise, and it's very interesting to me that you've taken a particular interest right here, right now, in your security practice as an MSP. So tell us a little bit about your business model. Then I want to talk about some security specifics.
Sure. So I recently parted ways with another larger MSP. I was with them almost 2 years, about 19 months actually. And I had the pleasure of doing some really high-end work, luckily, for firms like Wells Fargo and also a large local government organization. And that exposed me to some different technologies in the security space. One is this vulnerability scanner called Qualys, and it does, basically there's an on-premises virtual machine that scans the internal network and resources, and then they also have a cloud scanner that will scan from the outside to look for any holes in the environment. And then I've also worked with that government agency with a similar platform that is also an enterprise-based solution called Nexpose. And that's the same kind of platform that does security scanning, vulnerability scanning, and lets you remediate and document your security process, essentially.
So in a 365 world, and I'm going to say M365, because I'll tell you what, I want to start with the desktop. I want to start with Windows. We have end-of-life EOL coming up for support for Win 7. And what are some top-of-mind thoughts on security vulnerabilities surrounding EOL, and why that's a good idea to start that conversation now?
I think now is a great time to start the conversation, and really a huge opportunity for SMB players. As you know, Harry, January 2020 is the end of support, extended support for Windows Server 2008, R2, SQL 2008 as well, and as you mentioned, Windows 7. So the end of extended support means that it's not only past the 5-year mark, but now we've hit another 5 of extended support from Microsoft. And at the end of that 10 years, there are no more patches or support at all from Microsoft. So if you move forward on Windows 7 or 2008 running in production, you're basically exposing yourself and your clients to huge security problems and really a huge liability.
Yeah, and let me put a bow tie on the Windows discussion. Do you know, as we sit here in the springtime of 2019, and this is going to put you back in your chair, it was 5 years ago, April, that we had end of life for Windows XP, 2014, April. 5 years. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I didn't even correlate that, but you're right. Yeah, that is amazing.
So we've talked about penetration testing. We've talked about Windows security. Tell you what, your call. Give me a third security topic that might be interesting to a 365 community that you're hearing and seeing out there.
Oh, boy, that's a hard one. There are so many things to cover. Let's see, the vulnerability we spoke about. Well, I would say that there's a lot of opportunity around compliance and regulation.
Okay.
We've been hearing that for a long time, right? Everyone knows HIPAA, GLIBO, SOX. I'll tell you that some of the tools have matured, though, and there's things that you can put into the network at very low prices, even packaged for MSPs on a monthly basis, that really can help you meet some of those compliancy, requirements without a lot of heavy lifting on your shoulders. So there's one that I saw recently in appliance. I think the company is called SoCal, and that really looks great for doing basically what is deep packet inspection at the network level or the switch level. These kinds of tools from the enterprise, they used to be tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And now they're packaged on a monthly basis where I can offer it to my clients starting at $199 a month sales price. So, I mean, that's just amazing to me. And it's just a lot of greenfield there.
Well, welcome aboard to Microsoft 365 Nation. We're looking forward to your periodic contributions. We're going to talk to you periodically. We appreciate you probably giving more than you take from the community. That's your track record. And so we appreciate you sending the elevator back down. Last question to take us out. And understanding you're pretty stuffed and running fast forward, but might we see you at some industry events in 2019? Anything on the radar screen that you're hoping to attend and people can meet you live?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm going to get pretty active this year. So next week, actually, I'll be in Nashville for Robin Robbins' event.
There you go.
I'm looking forward to that. Other friends of mine are going to be there. Michael Rubin, LA Computer Works. Brent Whitfield, the DCGLA, just a lot of great friends of mine will be there. And then, of course, Robin, as you know, I mean, she's the top-notch dog in marketing. Yeah.
Nobody better. All right. Well, hey, in fact, that could be a very, let's make a note, Jenny in the radio control room over there. Let's make a note to talk to you after Robin Robbins and weave her messaging and your experience into the fabric of Microsoft 365 Nation. How's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great, and I'm happy to do so.
All right. Have a great day, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Harry. Have a good one.